So hello everybody. It's my great pleasure to present the ESB MSc Global Management and Digital Competencies Master Program. We call it MGM because it's just such a long title. My name is Professor Romani and I'm the Program Director of this program. So I'd like to, in my very short presentation, give you an overview of who we are and what the program looks like. And afterwards in the chat, please feel free to ask whatever question you would like. So we are one of Germany's top business schools. We're known as the Little Harvard in the south of Germany, and all of the things that you would attach to the American Harvard School, business school, people also attach to us. So when I think of the ESB, one of the things they think about is that it's small, that it's exclusive, that you have access to a great network of corporate contacts, and it has a very well-developed alumni association. Where are we? We're based in the south of Germany. You can see this red dot there. We are located between lovely countryside and big city life feeling. So we're a stone's throw from Stuttgart, which many of you will have maybe heard of. It's one of the most important economic hubs in the south of Germany, known for ICT, the car industry, for example, Porsche. I'm sure all of you have heard of Porsche. Let's have a quick look at our accreditations. So you can see here that we have a lot of accreditations. I'd like to just point out here this one that we are known for outstanding employability, and that's one of the things that the ESB prides itself on is the great track record it has afterwards in students getting good jobs from our programs. We also have an international accreditation, AACSB, which I think many of you will have heard of. 5% of the world's business schools have this. This is something we're very proud of. And otherwise, we have the study check accreditation is students and how they rate us. So here we have the category of excellent, and the others are from various business magazines. We have a wide range of people who say, yes, the ESB is good as the ESB actually says it is. When people think about us, they also think about truly international. And when you walk across our campus, you hear all sorts of languages, in addition to English, of course, and German. So the students are international. We have also international curriculum. Our research is international. And something that you will be made aware of right from day one is this very strong network of international corporate and academic partners. We are also sponsored by the following companies. So we are a state institution, but we are sponsored by the following companies. They support our activities. They also gain exclusive access to our students and graduates. They are at the campus every week offering workshops and events. And you can see that it's not just German names like Hugo Boss or Aldi, but it's also international names like L'Oreal or Amazon. So a wide suite of companies, and they only support us because of the fact that they believe that we have good students. In order to help you gain access to these companies and to plan your career afterwards, we have a very strong ESB Career Center. We have two fairs every year, one in the autumn, one in April time. And in order to prepare for these events, you're given help with your CV and advice. We have lots of company visits and workshops that are organized. And we also have an online portal where you gain access to job opportunities and internships. Let's have a quick look now at the actual program. As I said, truly international is one of the keystones or the milestones of the ESB. And this program is a program that's offered with 4 international partners. You can see here that they're located in Italy and in Canada. With these people, we offer a single degree. And then with Dublin and with France, with NEOMA, we offer double degrees. And these universities are part of the IPBS partnership of business schools, which has been in existence for 50 years. And with them, we offer bachelor and master programs that are truly international. If we look at the program concept, what you can see is 3 blocks. The first block has this global management focus, and this is where you would be with one of our partners in, as I say, Ireland, France, Canada, or Italy. And depending on where you started, you would either be doing a double degree or a single degree. During this focus period of global management, what you will have will be advanced international business, advanced global strategy, and advanced international marketing, plus electives. And you'll have 3 or 2 if you're going to Canada. These are the labels here are quite generic. You'll see afterwards that the individual schools interpret them in a very specific way. The second block is then always the ESB. Data and digital competencies is the focus here. And what I'd like to say is we don't produce digital nerds. Okay, we're a business school. We want to produce leaders that have the skill set to be effective leaders in this period of digitalization and transformation that we find ourselves at the moment. So the focus here is going to be providing you with the managerial skill sets to be able to effectively function in this new digital era in which we find ourselves. The third block is the thesis block. This you can write wherever you like in the world. You can also write with a company. Many of our students write with companies because we have this access to this very good corporate network. If you want to write with a company, they generally in Germany expect that you do an internship, first of all, for 6 months. You don't have to write with a company, but the option is there. Some of you may have a 3-year bachelor, and if you do, then you would need to do a compulsory internship here between blocks 2 and blocks 3. But we can also recognize work experience after your bachelor if you have a minimum of 6 months and it's appropriate work experience. Then quickly looking at the individual schools, what you're going to see here is, for example, with NEOMA, it's not just called international business, but it's called international business disruption and challenges. And we can see here, for example, as well, that the offering by the partners reflects their strengths. For example, NEOMA is very well known for its career development and career management. And so one of their electives here is personal branding and career management. If we look at, for example, the Irish partner, then one of the areas that they do a lot of research in is this area of geopolitics and business process innovation. Our Canadian partner has a very strong focus in the area of marketing. So, for example, if you chose them, then you would have a wider choice in terms of marketing. And our Italian partner has a very strong background in economics. So one of the modules, the electives that they offer is in the area of advanced economic scenario analysis. If I look then at the modules offered by the ESB, what strikes us here is, first of all, the first 2, leadership and consulting. The ESB is known for producing leaders. So that is for us a key module within this, within the master's program. And also with regard to consulting, many of our professors come from the consulting area. Many of our students go into the consulting area. And in that suite of companies that support us, many of them are in the consulting area. So if we look at leadership in a digitalized world, it looks at the skill set that leaders need to cope with now these changes that are occurring with regard to digitalization. This module is taught by an external expert who in his normal day job consults companies with regard to AI transformation projects. The second module, consulting skills, here what you're going to be looking at is how is digitalization challenging and driving change in various different market environments. You're going to look at specifically how it's impacting specific sectors. And what you're also going to learn with this module is how do I bring my presentation skills to the next level. So even if you're not interested in consulting, the fact that you're going to improve your presentation skills and make them more professional, I think is an extremely important value add from this module. Smart operations management, again, is taught by an external expert, and the ESB prides itself on its practice-oriented approach. And this person here is going to look at how does globalization and digitalization affect logistic networks, and you're going to learn how to optimize and manage these from a business perspective. International finance and risk management. So here what you're going to get is an in-depth advanced view of international finance and the types of financial decisions that multinational companies are faced with, and also the risk areas attached to these decisions. And then our last two modules are number crunching modules. The statistics for business one looks at applying statistical software packages to identify and solve use cases. And the last one, the data analytics and visualization, looks at manipulating and also interpreting large data sets. But as I said, the focus is always going to be on you as a potential leader, as a potential manager. How do you address each of these topics? Reasons for doing the program. Well, first of all, as I say, the focus is very much on producing managers that are going to be very effective in terms of operating within this new era of digital disruption. You're going to be taught in small groups. The groups are going to be made up of international students and also German students. And we're going to look at very practical things, the impact of digitalization on companies. The program offers you the opportunity to develop your communication skills. It's taught completely in English, regardless of where you start. The whole program and everything about it is in English. We're going to be looking at developing your problem-solving skills and your analytical skills, as well as, of course, your team skills. It has a very strong practical orientation, international in terms of the locations and the students involved. And right from day one, you're going to get the chance to expand your network of corporate contacts. Looking now at the career prospects, we have very good job prospects coming out of this program. You can see the average starting salaries in Germany are 62,000 euros, which I think is it's a very nice salary to be starting at as a master's graduate. Roughly 3/4 of our students have a job before they finish. And in terms of the job sectors and job functions, here what we see is it's a generalist program. So this opens doors to you in all sorts of areas, all sorts of companies. And we can see also that in terms of the countries, while many of them decide to stay in Germany, that's also due to the fact that we have a lot of Germans doing the program. We have actually worldwide employment after the program. Sorry, I think I've missed. No, I haven't. Okay. Yeah. So let's have a look at the admission criteria. You need to have a minimum of a 3.5-year bachelor. This is a German thing. Most of you will either have a 3-year bachelor or a 4-year bachelor. As I said before, if you have 3 years, then you would need to do a compulsory internship between the study block at the ESB and going on to your master's program. We take people who are also non-business specialists as long as they have a minimum of 4 business modules from their bachelor, and 2 of these need to be from the quantitative area. The program is in English, so you need to have good English skills. We accept a variety of internationally recognized language certificates, and roughly we're looking for a B2 level of proficiency in English. And everybody would need a minimum of 6 months relevant work experience from the beginning of your bachelor. And it can be internships. You can also combine part-time and full-time work experience, and you can also combine internships. The application process is already open. The cost depends on the track that you actually choose. So it ranges from 13,700 to 19,500. And here you can see that we have different deadlines depending on the program that you're interested in. Full details can be found here on the application and the costs by just clicking on this here. I will share my slides afterwards with Nino so that you can have a closer look at that. We also have specific information sessions that we're going to be offering, which I'll also, again, you'll see that afterwards when I send my slides to Nino. And just by clicking on join the session, you would automatically then join these sessions. And the sessions are with the individual partners. You can see here our next one is with the double degree partner in Dublin.